I'm sorry I'm getting into these philosophical... They're not even philosophical, just like humanistic problems of what is art. What is a respectable art medium? But to bring this all back to what I originally started to say, I legitimately cannot understand. It must be the community. It must be the people. That's what I'm thinking in terms of, like, when you bring up video games and you say, oh, well, I play video games, people tend to think of that as maybe childish, or maybe like, oh, well, you know, he's wasting his life. You know, really, though, why can't he do something worthwhile with his life? Oopsie. Why can't he do something worthwhile with his life like I do? I just zone out all day on the couch and drink myself to death. That is... Me and my friends go out and party, and that's living it up because I can't remember what happened. And I'm not ragging on those people, but I'm just saying, like, I just recently had this discussion with a coworker of mine where they looked at me dead in the eye and said, really? That's all you do with your time? Or that's not all I do with my time. That's just, you asked me what my hobby was. This is my hobby. And it's a great hobby. I love this. I would not trade it for anything else in the world. But really, at the very, very, very end of the day, it all comes down to what you want to do with your life. And to be quite frank, in the time we live in right now, I do not think there is a waste of time. I really don't. There we go. Now wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, I remember that. There we go. World 4 clear. Nice. Let's change the character, because we're going to be doing a really fun boss. I love this boss, actually. Let's go with... We have to. I'm sorry. We have to beat this boss with this character. You'll see why. If I can get past here. If I can get past... Why do you do this to me? Come on now. Ugh. Oh no, what is that? You'll see what it is. I didn't think I was gonna make it there. Oh goodness, this is gonna be terrible. Oof. My stomach's going in knots already. If it isn't Biollante. From the Godzilla series. Oopsie. That's a great start. I'm sorry, but we have to beat this boss with the equivalent of King Kong. It would be too fitting. If I can get past this, it would be too fitting. Come on. Oh my goodness. Please? Thank you. Ooh, I gotta remember this pattern. I actually think of all the bosses that I've beaten, I think this is the boss that I've probably beaten the least. I barely remember anything about this boss. I barely remembered about those wibble wobble things. Ooh, Donkey Kong seems to jump pretty darn high. What happens here? Oh yeah! Alright. So what else does he do? Ew! Flips it, flips it. Oh yeah, he does that magnetic thing. You died. Do 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 do. Oh right, the wind, the gusts of air, and then he bites you again, and then he repeats his pattern. Okay. But the reason why I say that I don't think that there is no waste of time, in my opinion, because considering what the majority of time was wasted on before, where people had to, like, it wasn't even a waste. It's just what people had to do in the past, where they either were like helping to feed their families, or like they were farmers or crop people, or just there's, in terms of what we've been doing the last 1,000 years, we're getting the most stuff done right now. This is basically like the biggest renaissance we've had ever right now. So you may think that people are wasting their lives, but people who are quote-unquote wasting their lives are just doing the status quo. Come on, I gotta beat you with this. Oh, darn it. Come on, I can beat you with this. Ooh, almost. Got him halfway down, though. Gotta beat you with Donkey Kong. Too fitting, too fitting. Too funny for YouTube. I barely made that. You magnificent beast. I hate this gravity thing. Oh no! The gravity thing hates me too. What is it really? I think he's just making himself more dense. He's making himself so stupid that he is pulling me towards him. Ooh, I really was getting greedy there. I apologize. Oh, at least I'm getting better. Yeah, come on, Donkey Kong. We got this. We totally got it. This is going to be a matter of, like, minutes here. Do. Don't get greedy. So greedy. I know some people can hit this guy when he's doing the gravity thing, but I just can't. Oh my goodness. Ah! Num 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 num. Num 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 num. I want to get this CD. I love this CD. Num 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 num. Oh my gosh, I love it. I am so grateful that I live in the time period that I live in right now. I weep for all those bards of old that never got to hear the nom 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 song. I weep for them. Even those people that, like, want to quote-unquote waste their lives with drugs and stuff, people have been doing that for centuries! So again, can you really say that they're wasting their potential, that's for sure, but in terms of, like, wasting their lives, of course I would rather have everybody be doing different things, probably, but that's not up to me, that's free will, and free will, I have to say, is a beautiful thing, and if people want to not live up to their potential, that's fine. As long as we have a certain number of people that live up to their potential, the total population doesn't have to, as long as they don't mess it up for the other people. That's my opinion anyway. I really, really try to be as easygoing and enlightened as I possibly can about this kind of stuff. Because you can't change everybody, you can't. And you shouldn't even worry about other people, you should only worry about yourself and improving yourself. But some people just don't want to improve themselves. People are happy with who they are, and that's just that's fine. I know some people that just get so angry. And I used to be one of those people. I used to just be like one of those people that are like, why are you wasting your poor life? Risky! That was actually risque, I believe. I just gotta get past that second bite, and I'll have this down. You will taste my enlightenment, Biollante. I can't wait until I get the boss. Oh, I can't wait until I get the boss HP meter. That's gonna be great. I think I get that in the next world. Pretty sure. I can't remember. Again, I do apologize. I know you guys didn't come here to get all this enlightenment, but too bad. You're getting it anyway. Don't like it? Well, you can just accept it. Well, you don't even have to do that. You can just do whatever you want. There you go. You don't even have to do that. Ooh! Scary, scary, scary stuff. I can't believe I dodged that half as well as I did. Okay, Donkey Kong, come on. We gotta prove that you are the #1 ape. This is our town. Godzilla. This isn't even Biollante. I think what Biollante is I think it's Godzilla's DNA combined with a plant, if I'm understanding correctly, which is very interesting in and of itself. Would Captain Planet defend this thing? Would Earth Mother Gaia love it? Or would they call it a blasphemy? Would they call it an abomination of nature? Is it an evolutionary dead end? Obviously it's spawning something. It's got some kind of tentacles. My goodness. I'm alive? What? How? Oh, I thought the laser was coming. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that was a waste of potential right there. I couldn't remember what was coming next. I'm like, wait, what is it? What is it? I can't just stand here. What is it? What is it? What is it? But I got you down. I got you. Look, I could have finished you off if I had remembered. Thank you for pulling me in a little bit there. I don't think I could have made it. Aw. Sink into the mist, Donkey Kong. Have you guys ever seen The Mist, by the way? Stephen King's The Mist? You should watch it. It's got like, I gotta say, it's got like the best ending ever. It makes me laugh every time. Really though, it's a good movie. Watch it. And if you get a chance, if you really like Mist-related horror, why did I do that? I don't even know. I was trying to avoid the gravity beam, but it didn't even happen. If you guys want Mist-related horror, I would suggest checking out the original movie called The Fog. They redid it recently, and I haven't seen it, but I watched the original, and my goodness. Very good. And if you want a really, really, really disturbing horror movie that I just... if you just want to watch a horror movie that will make you feel dirty, go watch Last House on the Left. I know they redid it because they redo everything, so go watch the original. I watched the original when I was like 14. My goodness, they don't make water hot enough. You just... It's a disgusting movie. You just feel so unclean after watching it. In fact, one of my good friends told me that I should watch, there's this one Japanese horror movie that I should watch, which, if you're gonna start watching Japanese horror, you're getting into the hardcore stuff. I think it's called it's something, it begins with a T something Iron Man. What is it? I can't remember. I gotta ask him. I get the impression he watches a lot of horror. He watches a lot of, he used to watch a lot of anime. So he's not a wimp when it comes to this kind of stuff. But he says that movie, like, almost made him throw up. It's an older, I think it's a black and white Japanese movie. But that's another medium that I have a lot of I used to have a lot of respect for. I don't really have a lot of respect for it now. But old horror movies between like 1999 and 1960, I would have to say, were probably the best time period for horror movies, because that was back before CGI took over the whole industry. And if you watch movies like The Thing, it might look cheesy nowadays, or like kind of like, ew, you can obviously tell that isn't real blood, or that isn't real blah 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 blah. But at least you can tell it's there. I don't care how good CGI is right now. I'm sure in a couple years it'll get really, really good. But right now, you can look at something and pretty much know that isn't there. Like, even movies like Avatar, yeah, it's pretty immersive, but if you really focus, you can pretty, well, not easily, but you can convince yourself that isn't there. If you watch old horror movies like Evil Dead, The Thing, I'm trying to think of another really good one. I'm dead.